Mr. von Moos, we're here to meet with you at Doldertal 19. It's a very interesting house. One has the feeling that it was perhaps built in the 80s, but it's actually much older. Tell us about it.
That's interesting. When I showed a picture of it to my students, they thought it was social housing. They are, of course, apartment houses or villa-like apartment houses of the 1930s. It was an attempt at social democratic housing for the middle classes to have a chic setup. At the time, Alfred Roth had the idea to divide the two blocks and make them into L shapes, so that there is a free space to allow the possibility of building these balconies out into the forest. This entrance here with the flowers in it almost has a South American appeal. I've seen examples like that in California or Brazil. This is of course not so common in Switzerland. Of course that's also something to do with the client, who had such international connections and knew what he wanted. With these and similar buildings in America, the bourgeoisification of modernity actually begins. And I believe that in this context these houses are quite exemplary. Look at the details, how carefully it was made. For example, the tiles along the stairs and how they're broken so that only very small pieces make the curve up there around the stair landings. And then there are the small windows that ensure that people don't stumble over the steps and that a little light comes in. You can see them from outside too.
The two Doldertal houses are listed as objects of national importance in the Swiss Inventory of Cultural Assets.
This was the parents' room, of course. Here there was a closet, and this is the alcove for the lady of the house. And this parents' room is, of course, the one with the big double bed. In the plan it's drawn like this, but we then divided the rooms and made a bedroom out of the smaller rooms. I use this as an office. It's a great office, I find, though it was not meant as such. Normally this is a reading area, or for working, or for sitting and chatting and eating in the evening. We can take a tour and come back in through the kitchen. Sometimes guests said, "I didn't realize that it was raining." Then I said, "It's not raining, you hear the stream." This is what reminds me a bit of Falling Water by Frank Lloyd Wright, this gorge. When you look up from below, along the stream, and see these houses, it's quite similar. And if we go around the corner, we get to the small kitchen balcony, and then we enter into the kitchen. The kitchen is more or less as it was originally designed. It's all old here. Here is a little detail I wanted to show you. Architecture as still life. In the 1930s, there were still milkmen, probably also still in the 40s and 50s, but maybe not anymore in the 1960s. I'm not sure. The milkman used to come in the morning and put the milk jug here. But I really love looking at all these details, like the broken tiles which mark the corner.
Ich finde das als besonders kostbar. Die Durchreiche gibt es, also die Idee,
There's a hatch here, so the idea is that the housewife doesn't have to... With me, it's the other way round. The only sport I do is that I really like to make the detour with the plates when there are guests. I don't actually need it.
Weg mache und das dann direkt auf. Ich brauche es eigentlich nicht, aber meine Frau stellt dann immer symbolisch.
But my wife always symbolically puts things here and then goes to the other side to take them out, just to play this ritual of the 1920s, the Lehotsky kitchen, as it were. This is obviously a reference to this functional kitchen.
Eben aus einem funktionalistisches Verständnis der Küche. Hallo!